Oh, what's good? My name is Taylor Mori, and I'm about to teach you about one of the most important things in all of music. That's rhythm. And more specifically, this is so important for guitar players because, little known fact, or maybe a majority known fact, guitar is a rhythm instrument. However, it's something that we in the guitar community lack in severely. We're gonna fix that. And how we fix that is making sure that we have a firm foundation. The fundamentals are fundamental. Not only are they fundamental, they're also fun. At least I think so. And I love fundamentals because the return on investment is always incredible. If you focus on the fundamentals in anything in life, you're gonna see a return. Now, sometimes the fundamentals can be boring, but I perceive them as something that are fun. Um, or it is fun, should I say. Now, what you need today is a metronome. You can get one on your phone, you can have an analog one. I want an analog one day, but right now I have my phone. Yes, this is a guitar lesson, and there's no guitar currently in the frame. There's some guitar cases, though, but that's besides the point. So, without any further ado, let's begin. Thank you for your time. What you're hearing right now is a metronome playing at 50 beats per minute. Now, we're going to keep this very basic. We're going to stay in 4/4. It's a time signature, meaning that there's 4 beats in one measure, and then it restarts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. On this particular metronome, I have beat 1 having a specific tick, and the other beats having similar sounds on their beats, right? 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. The thing about rhythm is it's all about feel. We want to feel the music. We want to feel the divisions of the beat even when we don't hear them. Because if we can feel them inside of us, we have access to them and we can play on them whenever we desire. Because we have control over what we're feeling. Now, interesting thing about holding time or keeping rhythm is that we can subdivide these beats. So right now I've only been counting to 4, right? But there's also beats in between these primary beats. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and 2. These ands are upbeats. The numbers 2, 3, 4 are downbeats. 2 and 3 and 4 and you feel this upbeat on the ends. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and it has kind of a momentum with it. It's a feeling. It's a specific kind of feeling. And I know I keep saying feeling because it's all about feeling. So I know that having an upbeat feel in between the downbeats creates this particular feeling. And if I have control over my playing ability, I can incorporate that feeling into my playing to serve the music or to serve the song that I'm writing, anything of that nature. Now, in between the 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and there's even more divisions in between that. We're gonna call it E and a, right? 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a, 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a, 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. Just like trap hi-hats, those are moving at 16 notes. Or you can go 8 notes. And 3 and 4 and da 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 da. You see how I'm feeling these? all these different combinations of feeling. So we have our quarter note, 1, 2, 3, 4, eighth note, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and our 16th notes. Okay, so we've learned how to divide the beat. This is fundamental. What I encourage you to do is learn how to do what I just did. We're gonna set the metronome, we're gonna play, and we're gonna count out. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can't see my foot, but I'm also tapping. The foot is a great timekeeper because as you're playing, you could just be playing this quarter note. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E. Now let's cop it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 16 notes come in. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2. See? Now if you notice, in between the downbeats, the 1, 2, 3, 4, there's space, and it's our job to divide that space evenly in time so that when we land back on those downbeats, we're still in time. This works best when you're having the metronome set on a slow BPM, beats per minute, because you're not forcing yourself to not have any guardrails keeping you on rhythm, but you yourself have to develop an internal clock inside of yourself to be like, no, I'm gonna divide these beats in time, and I'm using the downbeats to make sure that I'm still in time as I'm establishing my internal rhythm. So I encourage you to do the quarter notes, 1, 2, 3, eighth notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, as well as the 16th note subdivisions. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E. Once you get those down, we can start to move into more complex things. So let's only clap on E as well as up. They're gonna be upbeat subdivisions. And if you grew up in church, you're gonna recognize this rhythm, but you're also gonna be familiar with this sensation of what this does. So 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E. You feel what I'm saying? It's that it's a very jovial feeling, and it gives you energy. It's usually like a praise break or shout music, but it's on that subdivision, the E as well as the I'm gonna have hopefully some text breaking down 1 E and I hope I did that the right way, or 1 E and either way, the orientation, whatever. And then we could be like, okay, maybe I want to do 1, 2, 1, 2 and 3 E 1, or 1, 2, 3 E, 3 E 4, 1, 2, 3 E 4, 1, 2, 3 E 4, 1, 2, 3 E 4 and 1, 2, 3 E 4 and 1. That and a 1. See, look, I'm still learning, still growing. But these are fun mental games that you can play with yourself to be like, oh no, I have absolute control of where I want to put specific beats. And once we establish this feeling of where those beats are, we can translate this to our instrument, which just so happens to be the focus of the next lesson. Until next time.